A proposed controversial masking law faces a major setback. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Liz Ortiz.
And I'm Russ Bowen. This is all about the attempt by some state legislators to make it illegal to wear a mask in public. Originally, this had to do with criminal activity and protests, but a change in the proposal has divided Republicans. Protesters on the campus of UNC, some of whom were detained or arrested, many partially covering their faces with a mask. That prompted the state house to vote in favor of a law to address that.
The intent of the original bill was to ensure that people, criminals, who their intent to go out and commit a crime should not be concealing their identity with some sort of mask or hood. And I think that's the right thing to do.
But Republicans on the Senate side went even further by removing a provision that would allow masks to be worn anywhere in public for medical reasons. Wake County State House Representative Erin Perret says that goes too far. She believes people with health issues should be able to protect themselves and others.
And I think that they have the absolute right and freedom to do that, and we should not be judging that or passing judgment on that. They should have every right to do that if they feel that that's necessary to maintain their personal health and safety.
Duke University infectious disease specialist Dr. Cameron Wolf says the science backs up the effectiveness of masks, and the pandemic proves it. He worries about legislation that would hinder a patient's health.
I think purely from a medical point of view, I want things to continue to be as easy for patients of mine who are at risk to do things that help them. And at the end of the day, this seems to provide a lot of barriers.
State Senator Buck Newton explained his rationale for removing the provision.
Returning to this era of where we were pre-COVID is not jeopardizing anybody's prosecution.
If someone goes into a store or whatever and they're willing to show who their identity is and put the mask back on, I think those are the kinds of things I trust people to be able to work out.
But Representative Perret disagrees and will vote no on the Senate's version, and she believes she will not be the only Republican to do so.
I can tell you that there's several legislators that are part of my own caucus that have presented me with their concerns about this. And so I do think that we will probably not concur with the Senate changes and go back to the drawing board, so to speak.